Dr. Deepa Dahake, NEET Biology, and in today's session we are continue with body fluid and circulation, and in this chapter we study about the next topic, that is the double circulation. In human being, you remember the closed circulation is present, and along with closed circulation the double circulation is the identical property of the human beings as well as in all mammals. So first we study what is double circulation and how does the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood remain always dissociate or remain always separate in closed vessels. So let's begin with the topic. Today's topic, double circulation. When we study, so double circulation means, here you remember, during the double circulation the two circulatory pathways are present in human being. What are these two circulatory pathways? This you remember, the two circulatory pathways in humans are commonly called as, the first is pulmonary circulation, and the second pathway is called as systematic circulation. So first we study what is the pulmonary circulation and systematic circulation, and when these both circulation are take place in human body, then automatically we understood about the double circulation. So pulmonary circulation, when we study student, so simply you remember a circulation through the pulmonary vessels, that is pulmonary vein and pulmonary artery. Secondly, pulmonary circulation is take place in between the lungs and heart. So simply you remember the circulation between lungs and heart is called pulmonary circulation, and secondly pulmonary blood vessels, or simply we say pulmonary vessels, are significant in this circulation. Two types of pulmonary vessels we study. Pulmonary vein, it carry oxygenated blood. So pulmonary vein, you remember, from lungs to left auricle of heart, and it carry pure blood, commonly we are saying, but pure blood means oxygenated blood. So for carrying oxygenated blood from lungs towards heart, that is left auricle of heart, you remember the pulmonary vein is responsible. This is the one and only exceptional vein, because all the veins are carry deoxygenated blood or impure blood. So first you remember pulmonary vein, and second is pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery, you remember students, we already studied pulmonary artery develop from the right ventricle of the heart, and it carry or it bring the deoxygenated blood from right or ventricle of the heart towards the lungs. So pulmonary artery, you remember, it is artery but it exception for all other arteries, and secondly it carry the deoxygenated blood from right ventricle of heart towards lungs. Secondly, it carry impure blood or deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood means the blood in which carbon dioxide is present. That blood is commonly called as deoxygenated blood. Oxygen is nearly absent तो नहीं होता है, less amount of or less percentage of oxygen is present, and more percent or more partial pressure of carbon dioxide is present. That's why the blood is called as deoxygenated. So this part you remember for the pulmonary circulation. When we come towards the systematic circulation, so systematic circulation means with the help of arteries and veins, the circulation is take place in between heart and body tissue. So that circulation is called as systematic circulation. So So type of circulation which occurs between the heart and body part or body tissue is called systematic circulation. One thing you remember. Secondly, here you remember the aorta divides into artery, artery divides into arteriole, and arterioles divide into capillaries. So, aorta you already remember. The aorta is developed from the left ventricle of the heart. So aorta further divided into artery, artery is divided into arterioles, and then it divides into capillary and pour the oxygenated blood or responsible for the transport of oxygen from the heart towards the body tissue. This division is mainly responsible to decrease the pressure of blood, because when the left ventricle forcefully pump the blood in aorta, at that time the pressure of the blood is very high. Slowly as the blood is transported in artery, arteriole and capillary, so the pressure of the blood decreases and somewhat it comes at the equivalent pressure of the body cells. So this part you remember. When we come towards the collection of deoxygenated blood, so collection of deoxygenated blood, you remember, venules collect the deoxygenated or impure blood from body cells, and venules combine to form veins. A number of veins when combined, then they will result in the formation of vena cava. There are two vena cava broadly we study, inferior and superior vena cava, and this vena cava pour the impure blood or deoxygenated blood in right auricle. So here we only study the system of blood vessels. So with the help of artery and with the help of veins. With the help of artery, arteries are distributary blood vessels, so they always begins from the heart and travel or carry the blood away from the heart. So artery always carry blood away from the heart and veins always carry blood towards the heart. Therefore, with the help of vena cava, impure blood is poured into the right auricle of the heart, whereas with the help of स्टडी कर रहे हैं आप एओर्टा, मेजर एओर्टा आप स्टडी करते हैं. सो विद द हेल्प ऑफ एओर्टा ऑक्सीजनेटेड ब्लड और प्योर ब्लड इज कैरी अवे और डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड टू द वेरियस पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी. नाउ व्हाट इज हैपनिंग व्हेन वी स्टडी दिस काइंड ऑफ सर्कुलेशन? सो विद द हेल्प ऑफ pulmonary and systematic circulation, the two time blood is enter in the heart, and that's why the same blood two times circulate in heart. First time the blood is circulated in left side of the heart, that is the oxygenated blood, and this oxygenated blood enter from lungs towards the move from lungs towards the left auricle to left ventricle, and then with the help of aorta it distributed to all parts of body. So this part you remember. One time oxygenated blood is enter in the heart for distribution to body, and second time deoxygenated blood enters in heart for purification. So during purification, deoxygenated blood from the heart enter towards the lungs with the help of pulmonary artery. So how does it take place? Now we study the double circulation with the help of diagram. Let's come towards the diagram session for the double circulation. Here symbolically I show the lungs. Again in human being, one pair of lungs are there, left and right lungs. From lungs, pulmonary veins are developed, and these pulmonary veins, when the inhalation is proceed, due to the process of inhalation, oxygen is entered. The blood at the surface of alveoli become oxygenated, and this oxygenated blood is enters in pulmonary vein. This part you remember. Veins always carry blood towards the heart, though it carry the oxygenated blood, but it is a pulmonary vein. Now with the help of pulmonary vein, you remember the oxygenated blood is enter in left auricle. Here I simply symbolically not going to make a correct structure of heart because already we studied that part. So it enters into the left auricle. So the pulmonary vein drain or pour oxygenated blood in left auricle. From left auricle, with the help of bicuspid valve, the blood is enter into left ventricle. In left ventricle, you remember aorta is present. So with the help of aorta, again the aorta is immediately divided into 3, and then it come towards one of the branch of aorta, come towards the body tissue. Here we are again not going towards the arterial system and venous system, that is the separate part. One of the systematic artery, you remember, one of the systematic. So this is aorta, arteries. So one of the artery, with the help of capillary, enter into body tissue. Inside the body tissue, oxygen is releases and it used in the process of oxidation of food, and during that process when the oxidation is completed, carbon dioxide is produces. This carbon dioxide, this part we already study in breathing and exchange of gases part, how does the carbon dioxide is produced. So this carbon dioxide is produced in the aerobic respiration of glucose, and CO2 is collected by venules. Venules combine to form a vein. A large number of veins are combined or merge and form a broad vein, that is vena cava. So here you remember, here we are not going to explain again. So simply you remember the vein is responsible, and in the form of vena cava, two vena cava we study. One is inferior vena cava and another is superior vena cava. So with the help of inferior and superior vena cava, the blood is poured in right auricle. Now from right auricle, the blood with the help of tricuspid valve enters into right ventricle, and again from here the pulmonary artery is originate, and with the help of this pulmonary artery, again you remember the pulmonary artery further immediately divided into right and left pulmonary artery, and the blood is enter in the lungs. Clear? So this is the pulmonary artery. Pulmonary arteries always carry blood away from the heart. So pulmonary artery also bring deoxygenated blood from right ventricle towards the lungs. In pulmonary artery, you remember, deoxygenated blood is present, and deoxygenated blood means the blood in which CO2 pressure is more or CO2 concentration is more. So this deoxygenated blood is poured in lungs or at the surface of alveoli. The carbon dioxide is releases, it gives off through the process of exhalation, and again in next inhalation the blood become oxygenated, and this oxygenated blood is poured in pulmonary vein. So if you study the circulation, so in between the lungs and heart, the circulation is only take place with the help of pulmonary vein and pulmonary artery. So this circulation is called as pulmonary circulation. But when you study about the circulation in between the heart and body part, then that circulation is called as systematic circulation. And systematic circulation means we study the arterial system and venous system, and during this process we clearly appear the double circulation. One time the oxygenated blood is entered, and second time the same blood in the form of deoxygenated blood enters into the heart. So this much you remember for double circulation. Why double circulation is present in humans? Because the closed circulatory system is present. That means inside the body none of the space is available where the mixing of pure and impure blood is take place. The pure blood always travel in arteries and impure blood is always travel in veins. with exception is their pulmonary veins and pulmonary artery. So this thing you remember for the double circulation of blood. So I hope you understand very well ki what is the basic difference between pulmonary circulation and systematic circulation, why double circulation is present in human being. So in next session we will continue with another topic of the same chapter. By that time you stay connected with channel. The students who are new for the channel, they go through the previous videos, and if you like the content of those videos, so kindly share my channel, like my videos, and again by new session, up to the time of new session, stay motivated, stay positive and study well with the positive spirit.